Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Rob's Rides. It's Rob, keeping it 100 with all things amusement. If you're watching this, please wash your hands. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 rides at Cedar Point. Ooh, so when I usually do these, it usually is rides in general. But with Cedar Point, it's just like, what's the point? Just go straight to the coasters. So disclaimer, this is based off of my experience, how the ride feels to me. So it's more of my faves, not the best, I guess. But I also didn't include any kids rides because, you know, they weren't going to win anyway. I did not include the Main Streak either because it got axed. So with the honorable mention, you have Iron Dragon, perhaps VR will revive you. Also you have Blue Shriek, Classic Woody, Classic Headache, Classic Tylenol. Dishonorable mention, Corkscrew. Why you gotta hurt so much? I feel like you lived a very dark, tormented life and pain is all you know. I'm confused how you can be so small but still so rough. Then I rode Cedar Creek Mine Ride. Not really rougher, same roughness, but more awkward roughness. It's boring. The theming is cheese balls. Every turn, your hips feel like Shakira's hips after a world tour. Fuck that ride. Let's begin. So number 10. Wicked Twister. This is your intimate suspended impulse coaster. It launches you from like 0 to 70 miles per hour, lifts you up over 200 feet. You go 90 degrees up and you spiral on both sides. Yeah, this ride used to be amazing. It was the only one of this kind to have both sides looking like curly fries. But now, I'm not even sure if I want fries. Number 9, Rougarou. Now, I actually never rode this. I rode Mantis multiple times, but every single time I only went to Cedar Point once when Rougarou was there, and it was closed when I wanted to ride it. I remember Mantis being pleasant. I'm sure it's even more pleasant now that it's not juggling my balls like a circus clown. They forgot we were in America with that name. I have a feeling that the logo's cooler than the ride itself. Number 8, Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper is the wing B&M coaster, has the largest inversion in the world, I think. I hope 170 feet high with a turnover in the beginning. It's cool. It has multiple inversions. You have this keyhole effect in front of the main entrance. It's a really smooth, graceful roller coaster. Now, this is actually basically tied with number 7, which is Valravn. Let me tell you why. These coasters literally feel identical due to the Christmas streamer paint at the bottom of Valravn and that burnt orange color, and the dive just makes me feel like Valravn's a little more edgier, no pun intended. I prefer Valravn a little more than Gatekeeper, but they're really so close that there's no point of even separating it. It's really like, do you want length and overall appearance, or do you want a really fun quick experience? Number 6, Gemini. This ride is underrated as fuck. This is really fun, actually. It's a really fun ride. Nobody talks about it. It's low-key one of the scariest rides at the park. It's a racing coaster by Aerodynamics. It's a hybrid. It has slight aero jerkiness, but it's very mild and enjoyable. The head chopper effect still works, and that element of racing just gives this great communal vibe, and the lack of sanitizing the restraints just gives a great communal virus. Magnum XL 200, number 5. This ride is great. It's also kind of underrated now. It was the ride that just blasted the coaster wars. I rode this like in 2012, and man, I felt like this ride was just like my second best at that time that I rode it. So underrated, people are not talking about it. It's really fun, thrilling. That Bunny Hop finale is outstanding, it's phenomenal. The breeze on this ride just feels like you're on one of those fragrance commercials. Last time I rode it, however, it got a little rough. I kind of liked it in 2012 because it was a little more aggressive than some of these common hypercoasters of today, like the B&M Hypers. And it had that slight, aero jerkiness. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool that it has this. But now it's getting rough in a very interesting way. Like when you're going on the first drop, it literally feels like you're on a 3D simulator and it's like vibrating like and I'm not talking about at the bottom of the drop. I'm talking about right off the chain lift. You just feel Number 4, Raptor. The first and still the best B&M at the park. The color scheme is still badass. The barrel roll had me feeling like I was on shrooms. If you don't understand that, just don't try. Please don't. Just pretend I'm referencing Mario, and even though that's probably referencing what I was referencing in the first place. Okay, just say I felt like I was wasted. The Cobra roll, however, feels like you were getting smacked in the face by a mother gorilla. Number 3. Top Thrill Dragster. I don't know if it's still Top Thrill, but it's damn near. Maybe it's called that because of the top hat. It's, you know, it's a top hat thrill dragster. That launch is just amazing. Through all the technical difficulties, it's unbreakable, like Alicia Keys. It's just an unforgettable experience. You'll definitely put it in your diary, like Alicia Keys. A 420-foot strata coaster that launches you 120 miles per hour and goes straight up, twists, and you go over the top. You look all the way over Lake Erie and you just dive, do a spiral, and you break. And on that break, you just see everybody smiling. No one leaves upset. No one. Like Alicia Keys. You literally at the top, you're just so high. It just feels like you have like an empire state of mind, like Alicia Keys. It's so fast that it could put out a girl on fire, like Alicia Keys. Speaking of Alicia, your keys will be falling. Oh, this is why I can't sing. That was, oh shit. Number 2, Millennium Force. Let's get to this overrated MFer. Ride is silky smooth. It's a 310-foot Intamin Giga Coaster. Dive 80 degrees to the ground and you just reach 92 miles per hour. You go through all these overbank turns and tunnels and airtime moments. It's a great experience and it's very iconic. The wind is insane, like literally insane. Just on Magnum, the wind's like this. Millennium Force, the wind's like this. And the Top Thrill Dragster, the wind's like this. Number 1. This may be very, very surprising. It's not at all. Maverick. Maverick is just my fave, man. You have this launch at the beginning and it just crests over and you go 95 degrees. That's more than vertical. It's only like 100 feet, so that drop is so tight, and then you go through all these quick turns, and it's kind of themed too. It has like this canyon vibe, but you're just like right next to the lake and you have like ponds of water. It's really a beautiful coaster and compared to like a lot of the other coasters that Cedar Fair has. It was pretty themed. It's in the Frontier Town section and it's just like really hidden in the back. Nobody knows about it when they come to the park if they don't know about it before. And it's like really an amazing thing that you'll find while you're just walking the midway. And it's just perfect position, amazing coaster, so many surprise elements, very intense. So that was my top 10 list for Cedar Point. If you didn't like my list, you can eat a lemon drop from a grandma and explain to her that there's no way that's candied and that it's medicine. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like it. Hit that thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. Like, you know you want to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get that at 100. And definitely share, comment below. And if you thought this was American Coaster Kings, hit subscribe. And I'll come back with a new video. You know when.